I picked up this haunted Pokemon promo tape, watched it 7 days ago, and everything's been fine. But this is a pretty funny VHS. Let's take a sneak peek at Pokemon.
Pokemon, the journey's just begun. Pokemon, more the better. Pokemon, Team Rocket's on the run. Pokemon, we're friends forever. You've got the power.
Gotta watch this now! Such a demanding tape. Released in the summer of 1998 to promote both the Pokemon games and the anime, this sneak peek at Pokemon VHS tape apparently came to some people with their Nintendo Power subscriptions, and others picked it up at
Toys R Us, your Pokemon headquarters!
Ooh, too soon! For the people in the US anyway, Toys R Us is still operating in Canada. Ash declaring Toys R Us as the Pokemon HQ was only on the tapes that came from their stores, I guess, as this bit isn't actually on the tape I have. Look inside for your Pokemon Showtime insert! Guess I'm never gonna know when this show starts now.
You've been selected to receive the sneak peek about a phenomenon called Pokemon.
Wow, I feel so special to have been selected for the sneak peek just 20 years later. Thanks for eventually getting to me, Ash.
A hit TV show, a Game Boy game, and loads of other cool things.
Pokemon, is there anything it's not? Clearly this overhyped pile of crap is just gonna be a passing fancy. Ooh, an Eevee just spawned by me. There's something kind of funny to me seeing an official thing editing lip flaps much in the same manner that I do for these videos.
A sneak peek at Pokemon.
Shut up, Brock.
A sneak peek at Pokemon.
That's it!
That's it.
Pokemon, the journey's just begun. Pokemon, more the better.
So this is a super special version of the Pokemon Dance Mix song, which was an exclusive to this tape, which I'm glad led off with Dead Ash after the Pokeball. Pretty ironic considering that Ash just won't die, or even grow up. Guess he really was a Toys R Us kid.
Well, it all starts with the TV show September 7th.
What? Is this real? So, this is Pokecanon? Ash has an Aunt Hillary? But what about her Pokemails? Oh, shut up, Oak. If this woman is Ash's aunt, though, why is she live action and Ash is a cartoon? I mean, she even has pictures of her nephew as anime. What kind of logic is that? Was Pokemon a Roger Rabbit-like world this entire time, and the real reason we never met Ash's father is that he's a weird live-action man who married a cartoon?
Yuck! Double yuck!
I'm joking, of course. I'm all for real people marrying cartoons.
My nephew, Ash, he just turned 10, is the show's star.
Why does Ash's live-action aunt know about his life being a show? What a tangled web we weave. I can't believe they never used that one. Unless they did. Maybe they did. I don't know.
And thus, Fela started out on his ill-fated Pokemon promo tape review, barely knowing what he's talking about.
Uncle Suede, what are you doing here?
Wait a second, how am I your uncle? You're older than me.
Yeah, it's almost like this bit doesn't make a lot of sense. Anyway, Ash's Aunt Hillary is apparently being played by his first English voice actor, Veronica Taylor, who was also the voice of his mom, Delia. Wow, real close family there. Though despite their single-person bond, Ash still never once went to visit his aunt. How strange.
And we should probably mention the fact that Ash's aunt is Caucasian, which is a little odd considering that Ash is Japanese.
Is Ash Japanese? I mean, he doesn't necessarily look definitively Japanese, and he comes from the fictional Pokemon world of Kanto.
But Kanto is based on a real region in Japan.
True, but I don't think the real Kanto has a pallet town in it.
Huh, you're right. Shoot, there goes my theory that Pokemon is real life.
Ash's mom looks pretty white too, but maybe Ash has never seen father as Japanese, or maybe Giovanni's his father, or maybe Oak's his father, or maybe he's an anime character whose ethnicity isn't really defined.
His dream is to become a Pokemon master.
A Pokemon master, is it? Pokemon?
Pokemon master.
At least she didn't say Pokemans, I guess.
Ash has to capture all of these little Pokemon things.
Gotta catch all these little Pokemon things to become a Pokemon master. The tape then shows a clip from the third Pokemon episode, Ash Catches a Pokemon, which was actually the first one I recall seeing back in the day. And is one of the contributing factors to me picking up this copy of Pokemon Red shortly after. This episode really showed a nice kind of translation of the game mechanics to the anime, with Ash messing up the type matchup at first, putting Caterpie against the Pidgeotto that he'd eventually catch after changing the matchup to actually be in his favor.
I am the greatest! You're the worst!
I miss when it seemed like Ash might actually grow as a character. It was nice, too, when it seemed like Ash actually cared about the team he is building instead of just dumping them all the time, because who cares about any of them besides the Chosen One? But at least Ash never learned from his type mismatches and continued being the biggest pokey idiot in the world, which led to moments like the Thunder Armor, but everyone loved that, right?
Each one is totally different from the other.
They're different than each other? Wow! Kinda like real animals?
And, are you ready for this? There are 150 of them.
150? Whoa! That's a lot! Good thing there's never gonna be like 802 of them! Can't wait till that's outdated. Also, I guess old Hillary wasn't up on her Mew studies, even though she has a Mew toy on her table.
And you gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Well, that's never gonna catch on. We get a bit of the poker rap at this point in the tape, which lets us know how we're supposed to be pronouncing these things. Rapidos? Is that how we're supposed to say that? Oh, I guess not. Damn you, sneak peek at Rapidos! Good thing there won't be any mistakes in the final version of the poker rap.
Wait, there's more.
Well, there's Brock. He's a good guy.
Oh, so Brock told us to wait because some little brats pretending to be more of Ash's extended family he never talks to wanted to bring up that he's a good guy? Sounds like more Brock propaganda, just like with his stupid jelly donuts.
These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
You know, if you say donut a few more times, I'll really buy that rice ball's a donut.
Oh, it's a donut! A donut Pokemon?
Yeah, a Pokemon based on a dessert? That'll never happen.
And then Team Rocket, they're bad. Really bad.
They're really not that bad. In fact, if they had followed their character arc, they seemingly would have turned good at some point, but that can't happen in the weird purgatory world of the Pokemon anime, where everyone's just doomed to do the same thing over and over again.
Oh, stop your belly aching. I don't know why you expect character growth in a show that's only been running 20 years. Hey, what the heck? I thought it was your uncle.
Well, I guess our dynamics changed. Who cares if it makes sense?
You're a real donut, you know that.
Does that mean I'm secretly a rice ball?
Yes.
Next, we have an edited scene from the episode Battle Aboard the St. Anne, where Team Rocket is talking to Giovanni. It's kind of interesting that Ted Lewis, who is the original voice of James, was actually replaced by the time this episode aired by Brock's voice actor, Eric Stewart.
Does anyone else know of our plans?
Only a bunch of kids who were lucky enough to get their hands on this video.
Was it really all right for us to give out all those tickets for free?
Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight.
A bit weird to hear G to the Vonnie spout that catchphrase, especially when there's no real reason for him to say it to Team Rocket.
This is what you should say all the time. Don't forget.
Oh, we won't!
Everything is proceeding exactly as I have foreseen. The Pokemon craze is sweeping the world.
So wait, Pokemon taking off as a franchise was an evil scheme by Team Rocket? Is that really the way you want to present this to people? But points for honesty, I suppose.
I want the three of you to catch me the rarest of all Pokemon, Ash Ketchum's Pikachu.
Boss, Pikachus aren't really that rare. Why don't you just go down to the Viridian Forest and hunt for a Pikachu with good IVs?
Damn it, you're right, Meowth. We could have saved ourselves so much time doing that. Because the TV show's about to launch, and the Game Boy game, and the toys, the card game, comic books.
Merchandising! Merchandising!
Well, if they don't play the Game Boy game or watch the TV show, they'll never catch Pikachu.
Well, Giovanni, why don't you take your own advice and watch your own show and play the Game Boy game to get a Pikachu instead of spending all your time trying to catch some kid's one?
Pika who?
That's it! Let's get out of here!
I was glad to find out that Ash's first Pokemon was in fact little Pikachu.
Mr. Carlson, you did not do a good job teaching Ash's science. Though I don't think Mr. Carlson really cares that much about Ash, since he's not really bothered that he's never gonna come back to class, instead gonna devote his life to catching animals with balls. You know, the fact they think it's okay for kids to drop out of school for this really makes the Pokemon world quite messed up when you think about it. Hey, you're 10 now! You can decide if you want to continue boring classes or go on an exciting journey catching powerful creatures that will obey your commands! You'd think the Pokemon world would have collapsed by now.
Valus, you seem to have forgotten how the Pokemon world works, and I'm not okay with this.
Oh, my apologies. How does it work then?
Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. All jobs can be done while being a Pokemon trainer, and besides, you can just get your Pokemon to do your hard work for you.
So, basically, Pokemon are slaves?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're sentient, but some of them have left their... Class dismissed.
I mean, isn't that really messed up when you think how they treat the
I said class dismissed.
Don't be deceived.
For me, get fooled again.
What I like best about Ash and Pikachu, though, is how they bonded. Loyalty. Now, there's a quality you can't teach in the classroom.
I'm glad even Mr. Carlson realizes his job is pointless in this world, though I am questioning how he's getting these updates on Ash's journey. Anyway, I gotta go, Professor Oak. I gotta call my science teacher again to tell him about how much Pikachu and I are bonding. Oh, no need. I give him updates on you all the time. So Ash got another badge. He didn't earn it like usual. It was given to him. That Ash. I wish I didn't still have to care about him, but he was my last student. Why is my life so empty?
Pikachu, this can't happen. You're the worst!
Who's the redhead?
It's Vulpix!
Misty met Ash when he took her bike to get Pikachu to a hospital.
Good old Misty's best friend, Amy. She always makes sure not to look her up when she's back in Cerulean City. Though, with good reason. I mean, Amy is a kind of creepy friend to have when she has a poster of Misty and her other friends in her room. Plus, she's photoshopped criminals in behind them. Like, if you think of this from being within the world of the actual anime, Amy is incredibly screwed up.
Misty doesn't need Ash.
Well, I guess Amy's not a Misty Ash shipper.
She's even brave enough to take on Team Rocket. All by herself.
That's pretty big talk coming from such a little lady.
At least you're right about the pretty part.
The girl thinks she's pretty.
I think she's pretty too. Pretty pathetic.
Ooh, burn! Which isn't very effective on a water type.
To become a great trainer, Ash has to capture all of these amazing Pokemon creatures.
Well, he'll get 3 of those 5 you pointed at. That's over half. Ash doesn't catch a lot.
Geodudes are really tough.
Thank you for that.
This is a Pokeball.
This is pointless.
And Ash has always showed determination in class. Do I think he's got what it takes to be a Pokemon master?
I love that Mr. Carlson had to have a long thought about this.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Ooh, bad call, Carlson.
I think Ash can cut it.
Cut! Mr. Carlson's statement here became infamous when Ash turned 30 and still acted like a 10-year-old who never even came close to becoming a Pokemon master or catching them all.
It'll be a long time till you're a Pokemon master, like a million years.
To become a great Pokemon trainer, Ash must catch as many as possible.
Of course, Ash will not do that, and instead release a bunch of his Pokemon for various stupid reasons, sometimes promising to return for them and never doing so.
Like a rock, paper, scissors match, it's all about strategy.
I get what they mean in regards to Pokemon's strengths and weaknesses, but an actual game of rock, paper, scissors isn't so much about strategy as it is about guessing and luck.
And here's a tip from Dexter. Collecting is the key. The more monsters you collect, the better trainer you will be.
Ooh, you know it's an early thing when they're still using the word monsters and not just saying Pokemon. Speaking of early, we got a bit of pre-release gameplay footage of Pokemon here, with Pidgey still being called Pidge. Oh well, at least the Brock doesn't want to fight.
I can smell what you're cooking.
It's on you, Trey. Prepare to lose, Troy.
Oh my god!
And that's not all.
This is Pocket Pikachu.
Well, that's not what they ended up calling it in English, but yeah, sure. Pokemon's Tamagotchi clone is real exciting, Hillary.
I can exercise with it, give it gifts, even watch it sleep.
Creepy. Almost as creepy as Hillary having a picture of Misty for no reason. Like, hey, look, this is a girl who travels with my nephew. I put her on the wall.
I know, there are 150 Pokemon out there.
Why does Hillary keep alternating from Pokemon to Pokemon?
But is there really one more adorable than Pikachu?
Well, personally, I think Meowth is.
I don't think so.
Fine, be that way, Hillary.
This is a Pokemon strategy card game.
We haven't made the English version of the card game yet, so I've got the Japanese Pocket Monsters one.
Playing this card game can help you finesse your Pokemon training skills.
No, the card game and the Game Boy game aren't really the same there, Carlson.
Stay tuned.
You gotta watch Monday through Friday starting September 7th.
Remember to be as excited as we are.
And oh, that must be the Pokecar. 10 Pokecars will be cruising around giving away lots of free stuff.
That wasn't real. That was real?
You can track where they are on your computer.
Ah, the computer. How quaint. Hello, computer.
Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all.
Remember, it's about strategy.
Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all.
So, can I stop at just catching some of them?
Remember, you gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Oh, I get it. They want me to catch all of them. Okay. But not Mew, I guess, as when they play the English anime opening at the end here, they cut just as Mew is about to appear when he normally would. Guess you gotta get back under that truck, Mew. Anyway, that's the Pokemon Sneak Peek promo tape. It's a wonderful piece of late 90s marketing, and it's really funny to see these poor actors that got roped into playing silly relations to the anime characters.
Well, the sneak peek of Pokemon tape really is something that does exist in this world, and my final rating for it would be a GS ball.
What does that mean?
I don't know, they never used the thing in the anime.
Ah, perfect rating. Maybe. This is a GS ball. It's pointless.
I don't like this movie, doesn't too friendly. This bootleg is so fake, that toy is gonna break. Famous, don't let me down, you need to be around. Grab that chocolate pizza, I live a life because I want. Famous, so famous, bring on more comedy. Famous, so famous, an animation movie. Famous, so famous, what really is so fun. Famous, so famous, what's your opinion about?